Hello students. Today we are focusing on instruction pipeline. In previous lecture, I explained about nonlinear pipeline latency analysis and how to construct the reservation table. So after that, we are focusing on the topic instruction pipeline. So these are the lecture objectives. After this lecture, you will be able to analyze the instruction pipeline stages. So this is our objective. So before going into that topic, you need to recollect your computer system organization topic, instruction cycle or execution cycle. Okay, so that instruction cycle will be divided into some stages. Basically, it was divided into instruction fetch, decode cycle, and execution cycle, and after that, next instruction cycle. So first instruction address will be calculated from the program counter, and from the program counter it will fetch the address of the first instruction. Next it will fetch the instruction from memory from that particular address. After that it will decode and execute. Next the program counter will be incremented for the next instruction. Actually this was the instruction cycle we studied earlier in computer system organization subject. So here control unit is divided in two types, microprogrammed and hardwired. Here basically we are going to discuss the hardwired control unit, which is having the execution instruction cycle, that is RISC 5-stage instruction cycle. Here we are considering. Okay, so this instruction cycle is driven by pipeline circuit. Okay, how it will be, the circuits are driven, how instruction pipeline works in a RISC processor. Okay, so hardwired control unit RISC pipeline we are considering and focusing here. So processor memory interaction, these are the 5 stages in we studied earlier. Instruction fetch, okay, next instruction decode, then from the instruction decode we can fetch the operands, then we execute the instruction, we will store the result, and next instruction next instruction, same cycle will be repeated for the next instruction. Okay, so this is the interaction between the memory and different processor. This is basically is called processor. Okay, so here processor will be divided control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and registers. From control unit, control bus ke through it will initiate the signals, and these will be connected by internal bus, arithmetic and logic unit, control unit, and registers. Register will contain the database bidirectional data bus, because the data will be transferred between the register and memory. And here, this is address bus, it is one way only. Okay, so we need to fetch the data from memory. Okay, for registers also we need to fetch, so it is one directional. Okay, so this is the processor and memory interaction, and this basically we know the instruction cycle or execution cycle phases. So now we are considering here, before going into the instruction cycle, here one example I want to say. So that is, here 100 tasks we need to perform, like 100 clothes we need to wash. Okay, at each stage it will be taking washing 5 seconds, drying is 6 seconds, and folding is 7 seconds. Okay, so here we are considering here, so 100 tasks at each stage. That means at washing machine capacity is not more than 25. That's why here we divided into 4 subtasks. That is, here in pipeline we can call it as a stages. Okay, 25 tasks at each stage it will be performing. Okay, so each stage it will take the three tasks we need to perform, 3 tasks, that is 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and 7 seconds. Washing, drying, and folding. Okay, washing, drying, and folding. Okay, so first time, if first stage ki 25 clothes, if it is washing in 5 seconds, next 6 seconds it will take for the drying. At the drying of the second clothes, second 25 cloths, then say that second 25 class ki first stage, that is washing, it is going to be done. Okay, so second stage ka फर्स्ट स्टेज का ड्राइंग चल रहा है, तब अपन फर्स्ट स्टेज मतलब सेकंड स्टेज का वॉशिंग भी कर रहे हैं. सो दोनों साइमल्टेनियसली इट इज एग्जीक्यूटिंग एट द स्टेज ऑफ drying. It is doing the washing of second phase. Okay, second 25 cloths. So here you see at the third, that is third 25 cloths, if you are doing something, then here देखिए ये 7 is folding for the first 25 cloths, second 25 cloths ki drying, and third 25 cloths ki washing. It is performing all this. Okay, so here for non-pipeline, so 25 tasks we need to perform at a time. So 4 tasks. Okay, 4 into each task is 5 plus 6 plus 7, that is 7 to 2 seconds it will be considering it will take. Okay, for pipelining देखिए 5 seconds. Okay, 6 and 5 simultaneously, so highest we will be considering. Okay, 6 here we are considering, and 7 6 5, the highest, which one will be the highest? The 7 is the highest. Here also 7, here also 7, here also 7. So total 39 seconds it will take to perform the 100 tasks, and here 72. Okay, speed of factor is, so 72 by 39. Okay, 1 point something it will come. So speed of factor it is having. Okay, so this is basic understanding of the pipelining. So here you see, in pipelining we need two characteristics. What is, does not reduce the latency of a single task. Okay, आप देखिएगा यहाँ पर कोई भी टास्क का टाइम कम हुआ क्या? यहाँ पर आपको 39 seconds आने में किसी का टास्क का कम हुआ? No, it is not. But by overlapping the instructions, we are increasing the throughput of entire workload, है ना? By overlapping the instructions, we are increasing the throughput. Okay, so pipeline rate is limited by slowest pipeline stage. Okay, so देखिए यहाँ पर 7 6 5, slowest means highest time किसका लग रहा है? वो slowest है. So here we are considering these two, we are not considering, है ना? यहाँ का time अपन 7 seconds ले रहे. Okay, so like this pipeline is not reducing the latency of any single task. By overlapping the instructions, we are improving the workload of, and we are improving the throughput of entire workload. Okay, this is the normal real life example considering the pipelining. So like that also here instruction pipeline also we can improve the throughput using this overlapping of instructions. Okay, so instruction execution cycle, if it is controlled by hardware logic, okay, here the complete cycle using hardware, so this is called non-pipelining instruction cycle. And if we are dividing into the independent task, these instruction cycle part 1, part 2, and using some circuits, if we are combining these two, then it is called two stage pipeline. If you are further dividing into 3 stages, then 3-stage pipeline. So if you are further dividing into n stages, then it is called n stage pipeline. If you are not dividing anything, that is called non-pipelining, that is a sequential execution it is. Okay, if you are how many, here we need to know how independently we can divide the task. So pipelining mein important thing is we need to identify how independently we can divide the task, है ना? कितनी stage पे अपन divide कर सकते हैं. So here we are considering the risk of 5-stage instruction pipeline. Okay, so most 5 stages ले लिया, risk architecture, most instructions take 5 stages. Okay, so that's why here we are also considering the 5 instruction stages. So first instruction stage, that is instruction fetch, that is called IF. Okay, so it is denoted with IF, instruction fetch. So instruction fetch fetches the instruction from memory based on the PC. Okay, the first instruction address program counter के अंदर होगा, उसके थ्रू अपन instruction की address को fetch करेंगे. So then we will address fetch करने के बाद instruction को memory से fetch करेंगे. Next task क्या है? We will increment the program counter, है ना? और next instruction के लिए we will increment the program counter. So +4 इसलिए लिखा. Here we are considering the 32-bit instructions. Most RISC architecture will contain 32-bit length of instruction here. Okay, so 32-bit means it is 4 words, है ना? 8 bits it is a word. So इसीलिए मैंने 4 words को. Suppose it is 64 instruction bit length, then we can write here 8. Okay, okay. सो नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए अपन एडर यूज कर रहे हैं, नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन +4 ऐड करेंगे, सो नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन की एड्रेस कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा, फिर अगेन इंस्ट्रक्शन को फेच कर सकते हैं. सो एट दिस स्टेज इट विल फेच द इंस्ट्रक्शन फ्रॉम मेमोरी बेस्ड ऑन द पीसी एड्रेस. ओके, नेक्स्ट इट विल इंक्रीमेंट द प्रोग्राम काउंटर. ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेज के पास मतलब ये पाइपलाइन के पास इंस्ट्रक्शन फेच का स्टेज आ गया. ओके, नेक्स्ट स्टेज इज this is instruction decode or register fetch cycle. See, after getting the instruction fetch cycle है ना, instruction fetch करने के बाद, so here then we will go to the instruction decode phase है ना. Here this is the second. From the instruction fetch we got the input of fetching the instruction address है ना, instruction को fetch कर चुके थे, फिर अभी decode करना है. So decode means what is the instruction, decode the instruction, that means which operation we are going to perform, what is the operation, and register read operands है ना. we can operands कहाँ पर है, कौन से register में है, उसको अपन फेच करेंगे, मतलब रीड ऑपरेशन को परफॉर्म करेंगे हियर है ना. सो हियर इट इज ए फिक्स्ड लेंथ इंस्ट्रक्शंस वी आर यूजिंग बिकॉज इट इज अ रिस्क आर्किटेक्चर वी आर कंसीडरिंग हियर. सो रिस्क आर्किटेक्चर फिक्स्ड लेंथ एनकोडिंग होगा क्योंकि 32 बिट्स है, तो इसमें इक्वल पार्ट में सपोज दिस इज द इंस्ट्रक्शन, ये 16 बिट्स फॉर द आइडेंटिफाइंग द ऑपरेशन एंड फर्स्ट 8 बिट्स विल बी 16 के बाद 8 बिट्स विल बी कंसिडर्ड फॉर द फर्स्ट ऑपरेंड and the remaining 8 bits will be considered for the second operand, because here we are considering the risk architecture. That's why suppose here one more operand is there, that is R3, then first 8 bits for find out the operation, and R1 for the operand, R2 for the second 8 bit, and the third 8 bits will be for the R3. We will be dividing like this. It is a fixed length encoding. This is for the operation. Here we need to perform the add operation, and first operand आपका register 1 में, second operand आपका register 2 में आपको available है. So we will be decoding like this. This stage is called decoding stage, and register operand fetch cycle also it will be called. Okay, from the instruction fetch using some circuits we are getting the output. decode हो गया. अभी decode भी complete करके so अपन को पता चल गया which operation we need to perform and what are the operands. ये register reference instruction है or memory reference instruction है. Here I did not mention the memory reference instruction here. Suppose load store operation is there, then ये register fetch read operation नहीं करेंगे, वो मेमोरी को इफेक्टिव एड्रेस को कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, फिर नेक्स्ट साइकिल पे जाएंगे. ओके, सो वी विल सी हियर आई एम जस्ट मेंशनिंग द ओनली रजिस्टर फेच साइकिल ओनली. ओके, सो फ्रॉम द आईडी we मतलब we decoded which operation and what are the data. Okay, and see here in the third stage, it is called EX. Here in this stage it will do two tasks, execution and effective address. Okay, so execution means if it is a register reference instruction, it will execute the instruction. Okay, add R1 R2. Okay, R1 से data and R2 से data it will execute है ना. ALU stage पे जाएंगे, ALU के पास जाएंगे, it will execute. Okay, suppose if it is memory reference instruction, so यहाँ पर execute नहीं कर पाएंगे, it will calculate the effective address है ना. effective address जाके फिर next address पे चले जाएंगे to calculate. it is a memory reference instruction to calculate the effective address. So it will go back to the next cycle, that is mem cycle here. So in this third stage, execution stage and effective address cycle, it will perform two tasks. If it is memory reference instruction, it will calculate the effective address. If it is register reference instruction, it will execute. Okay, from the instruction decode we are getting the output. मतलब from the instruction decode we got the input. From EX मतलब यहाँ पर आपको stage पे calculate करके यहाँ से output मिलेगा, effective address मिलेगा या result मिलेगा. Okay, so here memory cycle, fourth stage is a memory cycle. See, memory access cycle is this only memory reference instructions at the third stage पे आपको memory reference instruction होगा, then only it will go to the mem cycle. Otherwise ये register reference instruction है तो वहाँ पर output calculate हो गया, वो directly write back इस stage को skip करेंगे. If it is load instruction or store instruction, if we need to calculate the effective address only, then only it will go to this memory access cycle. mem phase के पास आएंगे, वहां से अपन को effective address calculate हो गया, यहाँ पर आपको result मिल जाएगा. From that effective address it will get the result, है ना. वहां से कौन सा bit को load करना है, कौन सा डेटा को स्टोर करना है ना, ये यहाँ पर effective address के साथ ये पता चल जाएगा. इफेक्टिव एड्रेस वहां कैलकुलेट हो गया, सो यहाँ से इफेक्टिव एड्रेस से डेटा को फेच करेंगे. सो यहाँ आल्सो मेमोरी यूज करेंगे. ओके, सो फ्रॉम दिस स्टेज we are going to the next stage, that is equal to write back stage. okay, so already third stage पे register है, तो वहाँ data अपन कैलकुलेट आउटपुट कैलकुलेट किया, वहां से आपको रिजल्ट रजिस्टर में लिखा, मतलब लिखेंगे इन एट द स्टेज ऑफ राइट बैक स्टेज. एंड फोर्थ स्टेज से अपन इफेक्टिव एड्रेस से डेटा को फेच किया मेमोरी से, सो वो मेमोरी पे store करेंगे. So here if you need to load, then using the register. If you want to store, we need to use the memory. Okay, so these are the 5 stages of memory. At the first stage, instruction fetch. In that stage we use to fetch the instruction address from the program counter, and next increment the program counter. Okay, so वहां से मेमोरी से अपन इंस्ट्रक्शन को फेच करेंगे. देन वी विल मूव टू द इंस्ट्रक्शन डिकोड और रजिस्टर फेच साइकिल. सो इंस्ट्रक्शन डिकोड पे सो वी नीड टू ऑपरेंड को डिकोड करना पड़ेगा, कौन सा ऑपरेशन को कौन सी ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, एंड ऑपरेंड्स क्या है, कौन से रजिस्टर्स यूज कर रहे हैं, है ना, कौन से रजिस्टर में डेटा है उसको भी फेच करेंगे. ओके, अगर इट इज रजिस्टर रेफरेंस इंस्ट्रक्शन है तो, अगर मेमोरी रेफरेंस इंस्ट्रक्शन है तो देन इट विल जस्ट कैलकुलेट, वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट द इफेक्टिव एड्रेस. इफेक्टिव एड्रेस को कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, मतलब मेमोरी रेफरेंस इंस्ट्रक्शन है तो. एंड नेक्स्ट इट विल बी एग्जीक्यूशन साइकिल. एग्जीक्यूशन साइकिल पे रजिस्टर रेफरेंस से आपको वहां से डेटा आ गया तो वहां पर फेच करेंगे, मतलब एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे. अगर मेमोरी रेफरेंस इंस्ट्रक्शन है तो इट विल एग्जीक्यूट द मेमोरी में इफेक्टिव एड्रेस, है ना. एक बार एड्रेस को कैलकुलेट नहीं कर पाएंगे, प्रीवियस स्टेज से आपको एड्रेस मिल गया, उससे इफेक्टिव एड्रेस है ना, वेदर इट इज इनडायरेक्ट एड्रेस, एड्रेसिंग मोड को यूज करके यहाँ पर इफेक्टिव एड्रेस को कैलकुलेट करेंगे, है ना. रजिस्टर से डेटा आ गया तो उसको डायरेक्ट आउटपुट को कैलकुलेट करेंगे. सो फिर इसके बाद क्या होगा, फोर्थ स्टेज में ओनली मेमोरी रेफरेंस इंस्ट्रक्शंस की इफेक्टिव एड्रेस वाला डेटा वहां पहुंच जाएगा. अगर रजिस्टर है तो उस साइकिल को स्किप करेंगे, फोर्थ साइकिल को. सो फ्रॉम द इफेक्टिव एड्रेस डेटा को फेच करेंगे, फोर्थ साइकिल पे लोड एंड स्टोर की डेटा को फेच करेंगे. एट द राइट बैक स्टेज इट विल रिजल्ट्स को राइट बैक करेंगे, वेदर इट इज रजिस्टर में राइट बैक करेंगे या मेमोरी पे राइट बैक कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो दीज आर द 5 stages of instruction cycle: instruction fetch, instruction decode, execution, and memory cycle, and fifth is write back stage. Okay, so here non-pipeline instruction cycle will be like this. This is also called unpipelined. Okay, instruction fetch, in between this there is no, यहाँ से एक stage से यहाँ से output मिल गया. instruction decode, यहाँ से output, execute, address calculation, and memory access, and write back. Okay, so here it is a sequential task, one after another it will be working, one after another the data will be transferred from one phase to another phase. Okay, sequentially it will be performed. So in pipeline, here the stages, the pipeline stages will be used. Okay, from this stage here it will be simultaneously, from here IDEX, from यहाँ से EX and memory cycle, and memory से write back, यहाँ it will be calculating, है ना. These are the pipeline stages we are going to use for pipeline instruction cycles in between this. Okay, so here, so visual, how pipeline visualization it will be. So these are the number of seconds time it is. Here are the first instruction, second instruction, third, fourth, and fifth instruction. Okay, the first is second पे first instruction की instruction fetch, second पे instruction decode. At the time it will fetch the first second instruction. Okay, so see here the fifth cycle, fifth क्लॉक साइकिल, फर्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन के राइट बैक परफॉर्म हो रहे हैं, एंड सेकंड इंस्ट्रक्शन की मेमोरी साइकिल, थर्ड इंस्ट्रक्शन की एग्जीक्यूशन साइकिल, एंड फोर्थ इंस्ट्रक्शन की डिकोड साइकिल, and fifth instruction की fetch cycle will be performing. At the fifth cycle in this pipeline will be busy. So here we are overlapping the instructions. Okay, so here at this stage instruction fetch, here also it will be using the memory and instruction fetch पे, and यहाँ पर एग्जीक्यूशन पे भी आपको रजिस्टर्स या फोर्थ में मेमोरी को फेच करने के टाइम पे we need to use the cache. So cache also will play important role to improve the performance at this stage, and at this stage we will use the cache to fetch the data. Okay, so how the pipeline visualization will be. Okay, here 5 instructions will be completed at 9 clock cycles. Okay, 9 clock cycles में आपको 5 instructions complete हो जाएगा. Otherwise 5 instructions को in non pipelining, if you want to compute 25 cycles it will take. Okay, here 9 clock cycles only it will take. One other thing, that is each cycle, here I'm assuming only one clock cycle, but in the it is a myth. It will each instruction cycle, matlab each stage will take some more cycles, not in all are same cycles. It is not uniform, it will not maintain. Okay, so here one question here. So assume that non-pipeline processor has one clock cycle and it uses the 4 clock cycles for ALU operation, branch, and 5 cycles for memory, and these are the different percentage of cycles. So pipeline के अंदर आपको 0.2 delay latency है. So what is the speed up factor? Okay, so suppose here we can calculate it है ना, non pipelining, it is uses a 4 cycles for ALU and branches. Okay, 40% are ALU, 20% are the branch. Okay, 40 plus 20, 60% are using 4 clock cycles and 40% using 5 clock cycles. So calculate करेगा, it is 60% 4 means it is 2.4 हो जाएगा, and यहाँ पर 2 आ जाएगा. So 2.2 and 4 ऐसा 4.4 cycles है ना, 4.2.4 plus 2, 4.4 cycles यहाँ आ जाएगा. अगर pipeline use करेंगे तो 1 nanocycle. Here we can assume that 1 cycle at each stage. This is the actually achievement है ना, we need to achieve using pipeline. So delay calculate करना पड़ेगा 0.2. So 1.2 here and here 4.4 है ना, 4.4 by 1.2. So it will, we can achieve more than 3 point something speed of factor we can achieve from this. Okay, so this is one example. Some more examples we can look at in the next class. Okay, so in pipeline, so some problems with pipeline is uniform computations, uniform computations and uniform cycles we require, like that it is a myth. Okay, at the each stage, suppose instruction phase will take 2 clock cycles and instruction decode stage may take more than 2 cycles. It is not required that each stage will take only 2 clock cycles or 3 clock cycles. Maybe some different, it may be different, vary from stage to stage. Okay, so here uniform subcomputations, it is a myth. With pipeline it will be different, it will take the different stages, different time it will be taking. Okay, this is, even then also we can improve the performance using the pipeline. Okay, so here by overlapping the instructions, so instruction pipeline पे अपन time को मतलब performance बढ़ा सकते हैं. Okay, so this is basically the RISC 5-stage pipeline. In the next class, we will see how pipeline hazards will occur in instruction pipeline. In this RISC 5-stage classic pipeline पे hazards को कैसे, क्या hazards आने का chances है, and how can we avoid those hazards, we will see in the next class. Okay, thank you.